All right, let's put it all together. The first two steps of solving the quadratic formula are exactly what you just did. So the first thing you're going to do, and don't skip this step, because here's the thing. If you make a mistake at the beginning of this, you're going to have to go back and do it all again, and it's going to suck. So avoid mistakes at the beginning by writing A equals, B equals, and C equals. Right at the beginning, make sure that if it's negative, you're writing like a nice dark negative sign so you don't miss it later, because those negative signs are going to make a big difference. Okay, next step, you're going to write the quadratic formula. Okay, opposite of b, plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, now you're going to plug in. Okay, here we go. The first step is the one where people make the most mistakes. This is opposite of b. Opposite of b. B is negative 2. Okay, this is going to be positive 2. If b was positive, this would be negative. Okay, if b is negative, this is positive. Now, plus or minus the square root. Now, b squared, so this is negative 2 squared minus 4ac, so that's 4, times a, that's 8, times c, that's negative 10. Okay, and on the bottom, it's 2 times a. Okay, so this is a lot. It's a lot. Now, we're going to go piece by piece. X equals. Big, long line. Now, we're going to bring down this 2. There's nothing to simplify yet, and this plus or minus. 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, now, inside here, there's a few things to simplify. Okay. Negative 2 squared, that's negative 2 times negative 2. That's 4. Okay, that's 4, right? Not negative 4. Now here, this is negative 4 times positive 8 times negative 10. Let's talk signs first, okay? Forget the numbers. Negative times positive is negative. Then times a negative, that's negative times negative now. That's positive, so I'm going to put a plus sign here. Okay, now 4 times 8 is 32, times 10 is 320. This is definitely a step where you're going to just want a calculator. Okay, now what I'm going to do next, and I'm going to be like a little bit lazy here, right? I'm going to say, see how this was 4 plus 320? I'm just going to erase this and do that math. That's 324. Okay, you can even kind of like do that step that I just did here. Like I could do 4 plus 320. Right? Otherwise, I have to like rewrite the whole thing. It's just like super annoying, right? X equals. Okay, now we're getting close to the end here. We're getting close to where we're going to have some numbers. So the first thing we need to do is simplify the square root of 324. So watch what I'm doing. Second, okay, then this button, this x squared button is going to be that square root button. Okay, so second, then this, 324. Okay, and the square root of 324 is 18. So this is 2 plus or minus 18 over 16. Okay, so you can see I've gone from pretty big to pretty small. Now, this point right here, this plus or minus, this means that this could be 2 plus 18 over 16, or it could be 2 minus 18 over 16. So at this point, this is where we actually split it. Okay, we've simplified everything else. And now we're ready to decide on what our two answers are going to be. Remember with factoring, we always had two answers. Same deal here, because we're looking for the two x-intercepts. So this is 2 plus 18 over 16, 2 minus 18 over 16. So look, these are the same, except, right, this symbol means, hey, it could be plus or it could be minus. So I'm saying, okay, well, if it's plus here, cool. If it's minus here, cool. Okay, so 2 plus 18. That's 20 over 16. Okay, and here you can simplify this fraction, but decimals are going to be a little bit easier for us to work with at the end here, so I'm just going to divide 1.25. If you had simplified and done 5 over 4 and then done 5 divided by 4, you still would have gotten 1.25. So my one answer is 1.25. And then 2 minus 18 is negative 16 over 16, and that, of course, equals negative 1. So I got two answers, negative 1 and 1.25.